This is Leah with Backyard Homestead in Starkville, Mississippi, and we're out this morning and we are going to go ahead and harvest these pears. They're looking big and pretty and don't seem to be getting any bigger, and the squirrels are starting to cart them off, so we're going to go ahead and pick them this morning. There's some big nice clusters of them. They're a pretty little round pear. It's like an Asian pear, not a regular pear shape. And these are the sweetest, juiciest pears you can find. I mean, they almost burst when you bite into them. Look nice. All right, we will go through and pick all these guys and come back and show you what we got. Okay, we just harvested cucumbers. Got a nice colander full. We'll go in here and weigh these in just a minute, but they're still producing really nicely for us. We've done about 4 batches of our sweet pickles, and this is going to turn into another batch. We might have to save and then pick again tomorrow and then do another batch of our sweet pickles we do in the crocks. But now we think the squash is about wrapped up, so we are going to go through here, harvest any squash that's harvestable, and go ahead and pull these plants. And I just spotted a cucumber. They hide from you. Alright, so we're going to pick the squash and then go ahead and pull these plants so we can start some peas in this area. Pretty squash bug. Don't know what kind. We are getting ready to pull all these. We're going to kill him now. Kind of hate to. He's a pretty guy, but he's a squash bug. No, he's dead. Okay, we got in here and removed all the squash plants, and we only harvested 3 out of that patch, so I mean it was pretty much gone. The vine borers had gotten into the vines, and there were squash bugs on the leaves, so they were pretty much done. So we went ahead and pulled them, harvested what was left on there, and pulled those plants. Put the plants over there, the other side of the garden, in our compost pile. And now we're going to get in here and plant peas. But first, now that I'm able to get in here and actually access these tomato plants well, I need to get in here and do some training on these fences. I need to tie these up, and we just use old bed sheets cut into strips to tie the tomatoes up. But I'm going to get in here and tie these, get them back on the fence, and then we're going to plant some purple hull peas in this area. Alright, we got all the tomatoes tied up, all the squash pulled. It's nice and clean between here. Now all we got to do is rake back the pine straw and plant peas. But before we do that, I want to mow grass, because it's been raining about 3 days straight and we haven't had a chance to mow, and the grass is getting out of hand, so I'm going to mow grass and then come back and probably plant peas. But chore day here in the backyard. Alright, we got the grass mowed, and over here we raked back the pine straw, and we planted a double row of pink-eye purple hull peas. Tomatoes are all tied up out of the way, look a lot better. And over here we replanted the patches where the butter beans, these are bush butter beans, so we replanted where they haven't come up. And we were worried about the corn getting pollinated with all the times it got blown down, and I peeled one of these back and took a little peek, and looks like we've got kernels. They're not quite ready yet, but got some good pollination on the corn, it looks like. So maybe be able to harvest enough for a little mess to eat this week. Find several ears. There's several with the silks turning brown. Not time for a major harvest yet, but we might be able to pick out enough to have us a meal. So everything's looking good right now. This is Alan's pumpkin patch over here. They are starting to look amazing. Big, healthy, pretty plants. It's going to be a mess when they start running everywhere, but it's going to be fun to watch. And the watermelon plants have started to take off too. So we got watermelons and pumpkins all over here alongside the pepper patch. It's going to be interesting when everything starts taking off. Now I am fixing to get out here and pick these green beans. Our patio pepper plants are finally starting to get some nice peppers on them. These ones in pots, got some big pretty ones. There's a Carmen down here. But judging from our last pepper harvest, yep, this is Escamilla too. On the patio pepper plants, this Escamilla is the only one that's got a big pretty one. I think Escamilla may be our big producer for this year. We'll see. Alright, get over here and pick our bush green beans. And I've talked for a while about how pitiful these plants look. And the plants do still look pitiful, but they're still putting on green beans. So, I'm going to keep picking them. I guess we'll pick today. Now, there's a lot of beans down in here. Lots of them. I guess we'll pick today and kind of reevaluate if we want to leave them another week or not. But as long as they keep producing, we'll keep them on. And there's still baby beans and there's still blooms out here. So, alright, well, I'll pick and come back and show what we got out of this. Got a nice little harvest of green beans. They're starting to go down. One row produced significantly less than it did last time, so we're probably going to go ahead and pull it and plant some more butter beans, but still a nice harvest. This is about 5 pounds. I'll weigh them in and I'll tell you the exact weight in just a minute. And these are our rattlesnake climbing green beans, and this will be our second time to pick these, and they are still doing beautifully. They are hanging with beans, and they are delicious, healthy, gorgeous beans. So, and we only have about a third of a row planted. We have the other third of the row planted in these Parks Whoppers, which still look horrible. Probably going to give up on them today and pull them. But this half of the row with the green beans is still looking gorgeous. Alright, I'm going to pick these and then show you what we get. I forgot to come back and show you what we got from the rattlesnake climbing green beans. And we got a really nice harvest off of these today. So they're doing really well. So this was our bush green beans, these are our climbing green beans, and then I went ahead and picked the cucumbers, and they're still producing for us, doing pretty well. And now I'm going to pick our thornless blackberries. And they've slowed down a whole lot, but I'll come back and show you what we got on those. We had someone ask the other day where we keep track of the weights of the produce we gather, and they asked if we kept it in a notebook or spreadsheet or what, and we keep it in an Excel spreadsheet, and we've been keeping track since 2012. We've got 2012 down through 2020, so I just go in for the year, and like today we picked 5.01 pounds of green beans, so I've got that under beans, bush green beans, and go down to 7.5, which is today. And today I picked, and we have the type of produce across the top, and we have the date on the left, and then when we enter, so today we picked 5.01, enter that, 5.01, and when I hit enter, it'll total the amount we've gotten for the year. So this year we picked 74.93 pounds of bush green beans. Now today for pole green beans, we picked 3.23. I enter that, 3.23. When I hit enter, it'll do us the total for the year. So this year we've picked 4.31 pounds of pole green beans. We go over to cucumbers. Cucumbers for 7.5. And today I picked 3.23 pounds of cucumbers, and I hit enter, and it'll give us the total. So this year we picked 90.09 pounds of cucumbers. And go over to blackberries. This is the last thing I picked today. Blackberries for 7.5. And today I picked 0.6 pounds of blackberries. That brings our total to 29.38 pounds of blackberries for the year. Other things we picked a lot of, let me see, there's mustards, there's the white onions, there's our snow peas, squash. We have picked 117.2 pounds of squash this year. And then over here, we have the total for the year. So for this year, we've picked 589.01 pounds of all produce. So this is how we keep track of it in a spreadsheet. We have a separate Excel spreadsheet for each year. And I think that's it. Have any questions about this, let me know, but that's it. We just keep it in an Excel spreadsheet. Hit save and get out. Alright, so that's it for today. I'm not going to pick the peppers. There aren't any that look like they're just in serious need of being picked. I'm going to let them grow for a little bit longer. And blackberries, we got 0.6 pounds of blackberries. Cucumbers, 2.77 pounds. Climbing green beans, 3.23. These are the rattlesnake climbing green beans. And the bush green beans, 5.01 pounds of green beans. And that is it for today. Thanks for watching.